An industry that was very reliable for 100 years was all of a sudden turned into a casino.
How exactly does Enron make its money?
Accounting doesn't get that creative. Everyone was on the bandwagon, and it can happen again, it can happen again, it can happen again.
Cap is basically another word for limit. The government is going to place a cap on the amount of carbon dioxide electric utilities are allowed to release into the atmosphere. They will also decide how many carbon allowances or permits will be allowed each year. Allowances will most likely be bought and sold under an auction scenario. As cleaner electricity production alternatives are developed and commercially available, some utilities may not need all their allowances. Those utilities can trade or sell their additional permits to other utilities that need more allowances. All the while, the government will reduce the number of allowances available each year, further driving utilities to adapt new or cleaner fuel sources while driving the value and cost of remaining allowances even higher. Now, you've probably noticed that there's a lot of buying, selling, and trading of carbon allowances going on in this cap and trade story. So you may be asking yourself, who's going to pay for all this? Well, you are. Under the proposed cap and trade policy, power companies in coal-dependent states like Indiana will have to buy a lot of carbon allowances. This means the cost of production will go up. And when the cost of production goes up, the price goes up. That's the price you will pay each month when you get your electric bill.
Under my plan of a cap and trade system, electricity rates would necessarily skyrocket. Electricity rates would necessarily skyrocket.
An industry that was very reliable for 100 years was all of a sudden turned into a casino.